Good morning, students. In our this class, we are going to start the new properties of the transition elements. Okay. In this, we are having the catalytic properties of the transition elements. As you all know that what is the catalyst is. Catalyst means some metal ions increases the rate of velocity of the reaction. Catalysts are the factors which increases the rate of reaction in the reaction chemical reactions. So basically, first of all, we study that which factors are responsible for the catalytic properties of the transition elements. Here, when we use the transition elements as the catalyst, these transition metals, when we use as catalyst, some reasons are responsible for this, and the first reason is due to the presence of unpaired electron. We know that in the transition elements, maximally we observe that unpaired electrons are present in them. So, due to the presence of unpaired electrons, they are able to interact with the other species, and that's why they are used as the catalyst. Now, the second factor is it is related to the change in the oxidation states of the reactants by the formation of the intermediate. When we react the any catalyst, any transition metal ion as a catalyst, when this catalyst react with the reactant, first they will form the intermediate state. So this acts as catalyst. This is the intermediate state. This intermediate state is unstable. This intermediate state is considered as unstable compound. It is unstable compound. Basically, when catalyst react with the metal, they forms the complex, and this complex is known as activated complex. This complex is known as activated complex, and this activated complex converts into the products in their next stage. One example we are having there in case of the oxidation, where we are using the reactants SO2 and O2. So, what is we are using as a catalyst? Vanadium. This vanadium pentoxide is used there. So, we are observing the change in the oxidation state. In this condition, plus 5 oxidation state to plus 4 oxidation state, and it is divanadium tetraoxide. Then again, when we react this divanadium tetraoxide with the oxygen, again converts into the V2O5 in the plus 5 oxidation state. So, by the change of the oxidation states, it is also helpful in the reactions. The third factor which is responsible for the catalytic property of transition metals is these catalysts provide the large surface area in the some reactions. The meaning of the large surface area means reacting surface. Reacting surface. Some catalysts increases the reacting surface by providing the large surface area for the reactant molecules to participate in the reaction. So by increasing the surface area, reactants will also helpful in the in the increasing the rate of reactions. So basically these three factors or three reasons, that's why we will use the transition metals as the catalyst. Now after some examples, some general examples which are mentioned in our portion, that where we use them as a catalyst. For example, the vanadium in the form of vanadium pentaoxide used as a catalyst in the contact method of manufacturing of sulfuric acid H2SO4. Okay, it means the contact method which is used in the manufacturing of H2SO4, we use V2O5 vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst. Now the second is cobalt transition metal, and with the thorium, cobalt thorium, they are used as a catalyst in Fischer-Tropsch process. This Fischer-Tropsch process is used in the synthesis of gasoline or petrol. So we use the cobalt thorium complex as a catalyst in petroleum synthesis. Third is nickel catalyst. Nickel is used in hydrogenation of oil and fats. This nickel is used in hydrogenation of oil and fats there in that particular case. Last fourth point is platinum. Platinum is used as a catalyst in the Ostwald process, which is used in preparation of nitric acid. So platinum is used as a catalyst. Now one more catalyst we are having there is Fe. Fe means iron, and this iron is used as a catalyst in the Haber process of Haber process of ammonia preparation. So Haber process, we use Fe as a catalyst, and molybdenum transition metal is used as a promoter in that particular case of Haber process. So these some examples which we observe where vanadium, cobalt, Fe, molybdenum, platinum, nickel, they are used as the catalyst in our daily chemical process reactions. Now after discussing this one property of transition elements which is related to the catalytic property, the second property we have to start is formation of the colored ion. Why these transition metals forms the colored ion? So we have to explain this thing in the detail with the continuity in this topic. So basically we start the second topic. It is colored ion formation. In this colored ion formation, we discussed that in transition elements, D subcells are present, and in these D subcells, electrons are present in the unpaired condition or paired condition. So basically, what we observe, we have 5 orbitals in case of these d subcells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 d subcell orbitals are present in d subcell, so they are known as d orbitals. Now, due to any specific reason, when these d orbitals get degenerate and divided into the two groups, and these two groups are two orbitals with the higher energy, they are easy orbitals, and three orbitals with the lower energy, three orbitals with lower energy 1 to 3, they are known as T2g. So in this condition, these T2g orbitals are dxy, dyz, dzx, and easy orbitals are dx square, y square, x square, y square, and second is dz square. So basically, this dt transition is responsible for the color generation in transition metals. dd transition. What is the meaning of dd transition is, suppose any electron we have in this T2g orbital with the lower energy. When we provide the energy to this electron will move to the higher energy level of the Eg. And when again this electron will come back from higher energy level to lower energy level, the emission of light takes place in the form of the different colors that we will observe. So, in explanation of dd transition, we have to understand lower energy level, lower energy level. If any electron is present in lower energy level, we provide the energy to this, then electron will move to higher energy level, higher energy level, energy level, okay. Then again this electron from higher energy level come back to the lower level, emission of light, emission of light in form of color we will observe. So this thing is responsible for the color generation of the D group elements. In one word we can say that this DD transition is responsible for the color generation in the transition metal ions. Or one more term we will know in this is CFT. CFT, crystal field theory. Crystal field theory, or it is the concept which is involved in this crystal field splitting. Crystal field splitting of d orbitals. d orbitals यानी ये जो d orbitals हैं, जब इनके पास कोई लिगेंड या नॉन पेयर वाली स्पीशीज जो है वो अटैक करती है, then these d orbitals get splitted into their two parts, and now they become degenerate orbitals. And in this in lower energy level, these dxy, yz, dzx are present, and at higher level the color of transition metals will generate in that particular condition. So this is sufficient for this class. We will continue with next topic in next class. Thank you.